All right. Hello, chat. How we doing today? Been a minute. I've been busy, but we're here. We're hanging out. Hopefully, you all have had a good week. All right. I mean, I hope you all had a good weekend. I kind of forgot it was Monday. That sucks. One in chat if you hate Mondays. Got to get my engagement farm up early. Tony hates Mondays. What's up, James? What's up, Tony? Bulldog, Jesse, Cheese. How you doing? Wow, Tony, you are a Monday hater. All right, let's get this going. How we doing, chat? Doing good? I hope we're doing good. I hope you all are doing good. I need to move over a little damn bit. Remshi, oh my goodness, Giat. It's Remshi. You get a haircut? I did. And my hair is a little shinier than usual because there's a light right above me. I also... yeah, it's probably fine. I have a light right here, and it's very bright, but I feel like I need to turn it up. Really don't want to turn it up. I'm not going to turn it up. I don't want to turn it up. It's really bright, and it's kind of hurting my eyes. Maybe this needs to go up a little bit. Am I gonna... I have worked... I've worked so hard to make this look good. All right. I think we're good. I wanted to go live at 9 p.m., which was an hour ago. To give you any indication of how long it's taken to get the stream set back up. It wasn't fun, but we're here and it's okay. It's working. Everything's working. Kind of. Kind of. A little bit. Tiny bit. What's up, Ty? What's up, Adriano? What's up, Chunky? Oh my god, there's so many good faces in chat. Ty, what are you doing? I had a cool idea for a weird bally comp we were talking about. You have a partner, you have to include that other person in some way in your combo. I think people have kind of talked about doing like some sort of like tag team event, which would be very cool. I would freaking love that. But, you know, I don't know if the competitive organizers are interested in making stuff more interesting. What's up, Lixie? New room? Behind me? No. Behind me? No. This is the old room. This is the old room. This is the current room. This is the current room. I didn't move. What? What are you talking about? I didn't move. You moved. I'm gonna come over and knock it all down. Partially true, though? Partially true? Did I actually almost die again or fix my broken nose with a melted down Squiddy? Actually almost die again. Something where you have to include something interesting. What does that mean? I think that's the point. You know, believe it or not, I think that's the point of Bally Comp already, is to include something interesting in your combo. Am I going crazy here? Am I taking the crazy pills? What's up, noob? Good water. Hey, sick. Don't call me that. No, thank you. Chat, please tell me. Please tell me why they've added games to YouTube. Oh, that's... Hold on. One second. There we go. Please explain to me. I need it explained to me why they added games to YouTube and why they're like not... Listen, I'm not going to say they're good. I am not going to say they're good in any way, shape, or form. But they turned those stupid mobile game ads that you see and you're like, hey, I'll kind of want to play that for like an hour, you know? They turned them into actual games, and I do have to commend them for that. Specifically, the My Mini Mart one, I actually played it, and it was enjoyable while I was sitting at work. I'm not too man to admit that I enjoy the stupid ass YouTube games. They're really dumb. They're really bad as well. I'm not gonna say they're good, but while I was sitting at work, I was having a little bit of fun with it. Would you rather have bacon? What? I think you're thinking of unlimited bacon. Feel like there hasn't been a whole lot going on in the community as of late. I mean, that's like fairly standard for after Blade Show. Call me crazy, but like the 2 months, 3 months after Blade Show, what in the actual fuck did Lucas post on his story? That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Chat, watch this. Check this shit out. That was fucking awesome. Holy shit. Wait, that rocks. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting to like this so much. That rocks. Oh my god, that's awesome. Shout out Spirit. Oh, it's Spirit. Okay, that makes sense. What was I saying? I got completely caught up by that friggin' awesome parabolic launch right there. Oh yeah, I feel like the 2 months after Blade Show are fairly boring. We had the Kite AL. I have a few things to unbox here that haven't gone up on the channel yet. I have the Zenith, which that's gonna be a video. And then I also do, I'll spoil it for you guys. I do have a Kite AL. I have not opened it yet. I have not touched it yet. It is still in its vacuum sealed packaging. So I can't tell you if it's good or not. But that is a thing. I've been really impressed by the Stitch V2. Yes, I was gonna make a video updating on the Stitch V2 because I think I made my video a little bit too early, which is crazy to say because I had that thing for like 2 weeks and I guess I just didn't flip it as much as I really should have. The time that I flipped the Stitch V2 for like the day before I sent it out to Brandon, and it was really good, and I was so much more hype on it than I was in the video that I made. So I think the Stitch V2 is like super sick. What are your thoughts on the knife fight top 10? Listen, I understand there is a lot of people who are upset with the knife fight stuff. I kind of look at it and I go, Balisong community, try not to be mad at Judge's Challenge Impossible Edition. You know what I'm saying? Because like Banks, Oximity, and Mystic Flips. Banks, Maddie, and Mystic are top 3. Come on, like that's expected. I don't really have anything to complain about with that. Typhon won standout trick and Balisong nerd won music sync. I don't know what there is to be mad about. I genuinely don't. I understand there's some people who are disappointed that maybe like they didn't place higher, and I understand that for sure. But I'm not really understanding the whole knife fight judges sucked. I saw a few people posting on their stories like, if you're a knife fight judge, what the fuck were you doing? I was like, dog, what are we doing? The community needs to decide if they want to be mad at every competitive thing out there or if they want to have more competitive things. Because knife fight was sick. I think everyone is losing sight of the fact that we had like 3 weeks straight of just awesome flipping content that people were actually actively posting, and that rocked. Am I the only one? Am I taking the crazy pills on that one? Super bouncy, and I really enjoy the fanning. Rollovers are a little tricky for me. I'm still getting back in the swing of flipping in general. Yeah, that's fair. I like it. It's a good Balisong. It was really well balanced for me. Granted, we do have different flipping styles. What's knife fight is an Instagram thing. It was a $1,500. Was it $1,500? I think it was a $1,500 for first place. No, it was $1,500 pot. What was like the actual payout? Anyway, it's a cash prize flipping clip thing that you can submit on Instagram, and they would judge you, and they would give top 3. They would give everyone a score, but top 3 got prizes. I think there was also prizes for the most interesting trick in the comp and the best music sync in the comp. But it was basically just submit an Instagram clip and then it will be judged, and I thought it was cool. We got such a... I'm going to move my camera. Can I do this? I can do this. I can do that. Whatever. I thought it was cool. I don't know. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. Again, I understand that there are people who actually submitted to the contest who wish they did better. That's totally understandable. But as far as like the wider community... Dude, we got a week. We got like a month's worth of sick ass flipping. There was some really cool stuff submitted. And it was less focused on edits, which I really enjoyed. It was like flipping focused. Because there have been people who, or there have been competitions based on editing. Why YouTube ranking chatters now? We were trying to figure this out last stream, Ty. I have no fucking idea. You get XP for every chat that you send, but then you get like stuck at a certain XP level for a long time, and then suddenly people will gain a ton more XP. It's really weird. Apparently you can also get XP by like donating and doing like YouTube's version of Twitch bits, but I don't have any of that enabled, so I think it's a bad feature, and I couldn't figure out how to disable it. Time to open the wallet for my favorite cash cow. Wait, where did my chat go? What the fuck? What? Wait, where did my chat window go? There it is. I think I X'd out of it. There was... Oh, there's a spreadsheet. There's a spreadsheet that links to all of the videos submitted. There was 127 of them. Migo Beach tomorrow? That is fire. I hope you have fun. And then there's also the scores. Let's actually take a look at this. So each judge, actually, hold on, let me flip horizontal. Does that mess up this? No, it doesn't. Awesome. Okay, now I'm actually looking at the screen. So what? Each judge submitted their top picks. Entries with significant overlap among judges were shortlisted for full scoring. It's an interesting way to do it. But that's kind of the way I do it for Bally Awards. Based on the judges' input, we're confident this selection reflected the highest average scoring potential. For the creative category, judges discussed their picks once top 3 were determined. All participants are welcome to reach out to any judge. I'm sure they're getting inundated. This isn't a ton of insight. So they gave... I'm assuming this is a score out of 50, and then they averaged all of them together. You moving out soon? Wait, that was the wrong button. Hold on. Ty, I've been thinking about that one too, man. I'm thinking of giving a sermon on that one soon. Fellas, what's up, socks? What is up? God, that is awesome. That is so sick. Video done rendering. Holy shit. Are we getting Thai content? Ty, the video, I know I have not been very responsive to you on Discord, but the little sneak peeks you've been giving me have been very good. I've been very much so enjoying them. I've also just been very busy, so I always will look and then forget to respond, and then respond in my head, and then don't respond, actually. That is my fault. Fellas, is it gay? Is it gay to not respond to the homie once in a while? Fellas. You know what I'm saying? So... Bally people. I actually need to check my recommendation doc. Who else are you talking to? A man? No. Why would I ever do that? I guess I should wait on the recommendation document until I get some thoughts on the Zenith and the Kite AL. So yeah, I'm actually going to wait on that. Chat, stone him. Stone this guy. In Minecraft, in Minecraft, in Minecraft. Take him down to the river to look at the rabbits. Mods, show him the endless show him the boundless beauty of nature. Make him go touch grass. Mods. They're supposed to start shipping the Kite AL out sometime this week. So they haven't shipped it out yet. Dude, their release schedule is so strange. So they specifically sent it out to reviewers early, before like the general public as it is get the Balisong. But they didn't give them to reviewers early enough for reviewers to cover them before the orders sold out. So I'm really not getting what the point of that was. Because I would have rushed a video on it, but literally the day it showed up, they posted on their story saying, hey, the orders will only be up for like 12 more hours. And I was like, okay, at that point, there's no point in rushing out a video. I'm not trying to like freaking go crazy to get a video out if the orders are just going to end anyway. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy anyway because I was in the middle of moving and my room was triple stacked with boxes. But you know, did end up ordering one of the trainers though. So I have a red trainer in a box right behind my monitor. What's up, Zach? How you doing? These transformers are fascinating, by the way. The way they transform is genuinely impressive and so hard to figure out with just photos. I am so happy that you have been enjoying that. I actually half expected you to just keep it in the box. So to hear that you have it out and you're messing with it is really cool. And also something that's really cool, Brandon, is the engineering on that guy is like kind of mid. And I don't say that to like discredit you for saying it's awesome. I say that to kind of lure you in a little bit because there's better stuff out there. Because Scrapper is genuinely one of the more simple transformations. Especially, I mean, maybe not that they've released recently. They are a bit more simplistic, but there's some crazy ones. If you're someone who likes to figure it out without the instructions, yeah, you're gonna have some trouble on some of them. But Scrapper is one of my favorites. He's one of the more simple ones, but he is one of my favorites. Most trainer blades are pretty ugly. Did you feel differently about the Kite AL? I can't get over everything you put on the box. Dude, I just put the thing on the front. And then I was like, I'm going to sign it because that'd be funny. And then I just kept going. And then the marker started dying, but I still wanted to write stuff. I feel like I went a little bit too crazy, but I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm like super, super stoked that you're enjoying it. That was just a little... Actually, I went to the store and I found him for the first time actually on a shelf in an actual store. And I was like, this would be perfect. I wanted to get another trainer so I have something else that I could safely flip mindlessly. Okay, gotcha. How much was the Kite AL? Did they settle on a price? Wasn't it like 60 bucks? Isn't it like cheap, like cheaper than Orion level, which is insane because it's scales? 69 for the trainer, 79 for the live. So genuinely cheaper than the Orion, which is insane. 69 bucks? Is it carbon fiber scale? It's carbon fiber scales, I think, right? You can tell that I'm impressed because my voice is getting really high. No, G10. Okay, so they've changed it to G10 scales. This is $69? That is insane. 7075? I don't see. Did they put the spec somewhere? So I've heard that this is really good. I asked someone who I trust the opinion of, and he said it was pretty good. The thing that I am really worried about with the Kite AL is, again, as I've been saying on the podcast and here, they say they took everything they learned from a titanium Balisong and put it into an aluminum Balisong, which just doesn't make sense to me. Two different flipping profiles, two different densities, two different materials. You can't take everything you learn from one and apply it to the other because it's going to be different flipping experiences inherently. So if someone says the titanium needs less handle weight and you switch it to aluminum, that's already less handle weight. So if you further reduce the handle weight, then you fuck it up. I guess it's pretty good. Like the TI versus aluminum Sasori. Kind of, but they actually put thought into that. They gave it like speed channels and they made sure that it wasn't a one-to-one thing, which I guess they did here as well because this isn't, there's no faux speed channel here on the side. I don't know. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like the TI versus aluminum Sasori at all. Because they didn't say, okay, people said that the aluminum Sasori doesn't have enough handle weight, so we're going to add more handle weight. They didn't do that. They just made a titanium version and they made it flip good. Have you tried a Cygnus AL yet? I did a blade show. It was good. I was considering maybe buying one, but it ultimately didn't grab me enough. Good price, good flipping. Just not super stoked on it. What's up, Hop? Sleep well when you do. Mostly referring to the different outcomes due to materials. No, I know, but the difference there is that Machinewise didn't take feedback and put it into the Tai Sasori. They just made a Tai Sasori and made it flip good. LDY is specifically saying, hey, we took everything we learned from this titanium one and we put it into this aluminum Balisong, which is where it kind of scares me. But I've been wrong about this stuff before. I'm more than ready to be wrong again. We'll see. Who knows? I wonder if trainers would apply to the whole tax-free Ohio thing. I have no idea what that means. But yeah, the price on it is wild. I genuinely can't believe that they pulled that off. In Ohio, we have 2 weeks of no sales tax at the moment. What? Ohio sales tax holiday. Wait, that's fire. What? For the next 2 weeks, all tangible personal property priced at $500 or less is tax-free. Besides watercraft and motors, motor vehicles, alcohol, tobacco, vape products, and marijuana. Tax-exempt items include electronics, clothing, books, home goods, plant sporting goods, food, and beverages. Holy shit, I would go crazy. That's essentially 10% off of everything. Actually, what... hold on, I shouldn't say that. I'm going off of New York tax. What is Ohio tax rate? I should... sales tax rate. Oh, in Ohio, you only pay 5.75%, which, I mean, okay. You know, you buy a $75 product. What are you getting? It's like $4 of tax. Okay. I was going off of New York. New York is 8.5. New York sales tax rate. Wait, what? New York's 4%? That doesn't make any sense. I just paid $9 in tax on a $90 item. How is it 4%? New York City, the total combined sales and use tax rate is 8.875, which is the New York City local sales tax and the New York State sales tax. Am I getting ripped off? What the fuck? All right, this is a side tangent I don't need to go on. It's the state rate plus whatever county rates. Oh, okay. So Ohio's base rate is 5.75, and then you add on to that. Where I'm at, it's like 8%. Okay, so it's fairly similar to where I'm at. I mean, hey, tax-free week. That's pretty cool. I would go crazy. You all remember when we had beef with the British because they taxed us and now we tax ourselves? Well, we had beef with the British because they taxed us without giving us a say in their government. Let me put on the nerd glasses for a minute there. We cared about that because we weren't able to vote in their governmental systems. I vote we just tax one guy really hard, dude. If one more person sends me that video where the guy says let's just put all of the country's debt on one guy named Ethan. If one more person sends me that video, I'm gonna crash out. Spill tea in the ocean. What the fuck's a kilometer? No, true. No, that is true. I mean, you want to talk about taxing your citizens? There is also the wonderful T word, but we're not going to get into that. Dude, there are whole accounts that are Ethan hater accounts, and I get them so much. There's also some Ethan fan accounts that kind of balances it out a little bit, but I had no clue that they numbered the first batch of the Cygnus. I think LDY numbers all their first batches. Big fan of Ethan fan 47. True. Where's the Thai fan? No one ever sends the Ethan fan account content? Well, you got the wrong people sending you stuff, man. I get both. I get the Ethan hater and the Ethan fan. Closest I get is probably a Tyler. Yeah. Pretty easy to be an Ethan fan. There's a lot of cool Ethans out there. Not too many. I guess there are some famous Ethans. Who's like the alpha Ethan? There's like an alpha of every name, you know, like the most famous of that name. You know, Brad's got like Brad Pitt. Or yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Holy shit. Cat, look. Cat, check this shit out. Shrimp. It's an excellent shot. That freaking camera of yours is something else. Although I got something of my own. Wink, wink. I don't have it near me. I could get up and go grab it, but I'm too fucking lazy. Look at those. Look at that. Look at those macro details right there. Look at that guy. Is this like a blue lobster situation, Ty? Is this like an exceedingly rare shrimp that you just happen to have? Or you think, no, I don't have a video up my sleeve. No, that's not what I meant. My fault. My fault on that one. No. But is this like blue lobster situation? Blue guys are common. Okay. Fair enough. This was an arc I never expected Ty to go on, but I'm very excited to see the fruits of it. You're telling me a shrimp provided these fruits? That fucking sucked. That fucking sucked. Shrimp reminds me of Will's old crawfish. Wait. Old? Denim's gone? Are you actually planning on posting on your main channel again? You know, I came into 2025 saying that my New Year's resolution was to revive the main channel. So you can see how that's going. I still have plans to do it. I just have not had the motivation to do it. Truth be told, I'd come home from work and I would be like, man, the last thing I want to do right now is record a video. So I just didn't. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I still do want to do all the plans that I had at the beginning of the year. I just don't know how it's gonna look. I'm just gonna shut my trap and stop saying things that aren't gonna come true. He died years ago? Bruh, what is life? What are we even doing here? Why are we here just to suffer? I request 45-minute video on my desk by Monday. I can do 20 minutes. Take it or leave it. 20-minute blade bias video. Take it or leave it. "20 minutes on my desk by yesterday." Shit. Damn it. Oh, good. I can go up to Windows 11. Unfortunately. True, Brandon. That is actually so true. True. Also, Brandon, I hate to do this to you. I do hate to do this to you, but Scrapper has a secret third mode. I forgot to mention this earlier. And I'm being genuine. I'm not leading you on some wild goose chase. He is a triple changer. He has 3 modes. I'm a one-liner machine. I moved to Windows 11 the other day. Very sad times. Yeah, very sad indeed. Wait, you haven't gotten him into truck mode yet? Oh. Oh, now I feel really bad about saying that he was more simple. Wait, there's instructions in the box, Brandon. Oh, wait, is that what you were saying earlier, that it's difficult to transform them with pictures? I thought you were looking at the picture on the back of the box and doing it without the instructions. Wait, do you want a tutorial? I can help you if you need help. Unless you want to figure it out. I can't figure it out even looking extensively at the instructions. I got you if you want me to. Here, room reveal. How about that? There we are. Mario poster. True. My mom, as I was moving back in, suggested some changes, and I really like the changes. You can see I'm in a bit of a much different spot. This is the place I used to film the podcast. Everything's really fucked up. Okay, Brandon. So, Scrapper, I hardly know her. Oh no, I didn't consider this possibility. Where do I go? There we go. All right, check this shit out. You ready? So what you're gonna want to do? He's fairly simple once you get to know him. So you're gonna fold his fists in. I'm sure you figured this out already. Gonna form a little flat panel. Then you wanna give it up. There we go. You wanna pop out his chest. Push his head down in there. Close it back up. Now he's headless and fistless, just like me. Just a little bit of a joke there for you, chat. Relax, liberal. It's called dark humor. Okay, so we've got headless and fistless, and we're gonna take his arms, and they are going to, we call it thoop. They're gonna thoop backwards. So it's kind of like a stiff little click. And it goes thoop, thoop. 90-degree angle. It's gonna form a little ladder. That's great. That's excellent. Now we're going to take this and extend it up. We're going to spin around the canopy so that faces forward. And now you're going to see this little dangly bit here. This little dangly bit here on the arm. That's going to go into this port right here. So that, see right there, that it just slots in like that. Okay. So now we can push that down, and that is the dump. That's the front of the dump truck. All set. Now the legs are pretty fun. You're going to, essentially, the calf is going to split. So there's 2 pieces. There's the foot, and then there's the front of the leg. The front of the leg is going to separate from the foot and the back of the leg like that. You can pull it down, and then you can snap the foot flat like that. You can take the calf from the, it's basically the calf from the shin. Pull it apart, and then click the foot down like that. then you can peg the legs together like so. Now the feet are just going to, the feet are hanging out. Feet are just going to compress in and peg in underneath like that. And finally, what used to be the calves are going to snap in on the back like that. And there you have Scrapper. And just make sure everything's pegged in properly. Give him a quick little roll because he rolls really well. And you got dump truck. Beep, beep, beep. Thank you everyone else for sticking by. But I had to help our boy get his transformer set. Incredible, I heart. True. True. He's kind of fire. Rip to anyone who doesn't. Rip to the people that don't watch the podcast. For real, for real. They're missing out. I have that right. There we go. Oh no. Yeah, it kind of just sits up there. Ethan, look in general chat in your server, dude. Oh, you know what, Brandon? I totally kind of missed a step. His shoulder here. He's got the shoulder joint, and it's kind of got, we call it a butterfly joint. You just want to press it in. His shoulders will like compress and lock into place. Make sure you also do that. Because normally the shoulder will sit, it'll sit a little out like that. And you can just click it in. And then you can peg in that part I told you up here. There we go. I love this. I love Scrapper. He's one of my, he gets some hate, but I love him. Look in general. That's sick. Pyro. Pyro is a devout. I'm not kidding. All right, back up. Back up it goes. Thank you everyone else for sticking around. Here's my invisible. Whoa, that looks sick actually. There is another mode because he does technically combine. He's part of a team that all combine into a super bot, but you know, I don't need to start you down the path that I started down myself. It's nice seeing you enjoy your other hobbies. I mean, this is what my life has been the past few days, weeks. Has been enjoying my hobbies. My other hobbies, I should say. I put a lot less focus on, I mean, honestly, in the last 6 months even, I put a little bit less focus on Balisongs because Balisongs are complicated by the fact that I do YouTube. So it's nice to have hobbies that aren't YouTube related. But yeah, Transformers is absolutely my main hobby right now. I can't deny that in any way, shape, or form. If my desk or my shelf behind me is insane. I mean, even this one back here is a lot. Oh, and then there is a little lock, Brandon. I can't show you. There's a little lock on the dump truck. If you can just push it all the way against the body on the top. That doesn't come into play until his other mode. It's like a little flap that swings around on the dump truck. Or like inside. It's fine. It's fine. I hope that helps. I feel confident now. We take those. We win. That's a big win. Big win. Epic games. Okay. Was that... Is there another piece of news that I'm forgetting? Yeah, Eric, your set was very cool. Just nice to see people still innovating stuff like that. Stuff that goes outside, just flipping cooler, you know? Let's community spam this dude until he pays up. Get him, boys. Blade Show 2025 feels equally like 2 weeks ago and 2 years ago. Real. Actually fucking real. I guess being gone for 2 weeks and then almost dying will do that to you. Also real. Someone get this man a true. What's up, Elite? Oh no, he's broken. My goal for next year's Blade Show is to get a Grail. What's your Grail? What Grail are you aiming for? What are you doing tonight? Hanging out. You know how it be. You know how it be and what it do. Right now, the Seraph or the Opus? I hope they're there. I mean, the Opus V2, probably. Confirmed today that I need an operation done to fix my nose that I'll have to be heavily sedated for. Wait, what changed? I thought you didn't need one to fix it. Well, to fix its functionality, I should say. Didn't know if there's any telling if the Prisma Pro was going to be returning. I would not hold your breath that the Prisma Pro is returning. At all. I would severely not hold your breath. Do this. No, that looks off. I was told by a plastic surgeon that nothing needed to be done, but Adrian and the other professionals said I should see an ENT, so I did that. They said I should have something done. It'll mostly be cosmetic to make sure that it heals properly. I see. Well, that's rough. I hope it goes well. Doctor will basically break my nose back into place with his own hands. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like it. 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 Have you ever flipped the Tsunami, and what are your thoughts? I'm going to try and save up to either get a DLC trainer or a live blade. Every Tsunami that I flipped has flipped differently. Try one before you buy it. See if you like it. That is my advice. That would be my advice. What? Okay, that is... It's a cool thing to open the internet to. I don't know if it could be compared to like a vixen. No, I wouldn't compare the tsunami to a vixen. Vixen's very heavy handle bias, or heavy and handle bias. The tsunami is very light and more neutral, but it also depends on the weights that you have installed. Definitely wouldn't call it like the vixen though. Definitely not. Vixen's very hit or miss depending on the day. Yeah. I haven't tried one for a horrendously long amount of time, but what I did try at Blade Show, I wasn't super impressed by it. I still like the Vixen. I just don't love the Vixen. I do think the Tsunami is a better Balisong, but also it's tough to say because preferences exist. And like I said, every Tsunami that I have flipped flips differently from each other. So saying that it is better or worse really also kind of depends on the configuration that you have. Somewhat new to flipping, been really big this year into the end of last year and have a few in my collection. Man, you're going to the Nami very quickly. I mean, I'm not trying to dissuade you from doing that, just observing. My Squiddy AL has now made it to New Zealand, the Netherlands, Iceland, and Ireland. Did you bring it on your trip? I didn't know that. That's sick that it has worked so well. I still hesitate to openly tell people to bring a metal Balisong through TSA, even though I have done it myself accidentally. Still don't do it, but it's great that it worked. Matte DLC coating looks really good in my opinion. Fair. Wow, this lighting makes me look pale as shit. Holy. Put it in my check bag, had it with me on the cruise ship, fine. Didn't carry it anywhere though, just had it in the room. Yeah, fair. That's what I did when I had mine. I accidentally brought... It was my old squid trainer. It was in my bag, and I didn't properly clear my bag out enough before I left. So as I was going through my bag when we were actually, like, at our destination, I just felt it in there as I was reaching for something else, and I was like, holy shit. The squid trainer should not make it through TSA. I cannot believe that it did. My bag didn't get flagged or anything. Again, complete accident. I didn't know it was in there. But holy cow, did I get lucky that it didn't get flagged. Because the squid trainer has gotten me in trouble with security guards before because they say it has a sharp point on it. Because the old squid trainer did kind of have a sharp point on it. So I still can't believe it. The panic I felt when I reached into my bag, I think I was like looking for my wallet or something, and I just felt it. I was like, holy shit, this has been in it the whole time. Missed the opportunity to flip it on the plane. No, I would not have done that. Did you guys see Will's Aeropo? Will commissioned Aeropo today. Or he didn't commission him today. Aeropo released a commission that he did for Will today. Also, I'm looking... Holy shit. Looking at one of Aeropo's recent posts. That is... That's a drawing right there. Okay. This is sick. I really like this. No comments? Come on. This is super cool. I like this a lot. Oh, I didn't even notice the chevrons on the shins. That's sick. Aeropo is a fucking awesome artist. I love Aeropo and their work. Commissions are closed. Oh shit. I need to reach out to them and see if they'll open anytime soon. I would love to get Aeropo to commission. I would love to commission Aeropo to do the Valley Awards logo. That would be very cool. I hit a 0G double scissor. What the fuck is a 0G double scissor? I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go from where I'm at with my collection. I have a Mako, Kraken V3, and a Vixen. Mako, Kraken V3, and a Vixen. So you have a lot of handle bias. If you're looking to go somewhere, I would go more neutral. Neutral, maybe blade bias. A tiny bit of blade bias. Double scissor, palm pointed to the floor in a helix type aerial. That is insane. That's a wild one. A 0G scissor. How the fuck? Yeah, that's a wild trick, dude. Even just a single scissor. You did a double one? That is crazy. That is crazy, that is. What would you consider the Hom Prodigy carbon fiber to be? I don't know if I've ever flipped a Hom that was not handle biased. Maybe the Prod C trainer? But because most of Jerry Hom's stuff doesn't have a lot of... It's a very thin tip. You don't get a lot of blade weight. So a lot of the stuff that Hom makes is very handle biased unless you explicitly get some spacers to kind of even it out a little bit. I think maybe like Zippy's hyper custom Hom knife that he had might have been slightly more neutral, but I still wouldn't put it as much different from your current collection. What's up, Mystic? Congrats on top 3 in knife fight, bro. Holy shit, well deserved. Carbon fiber prodigy was intentionally made to be neutral from what we talked to Jerry about in our video with him. Okay, maybe I haven't flipped the carbon fiber prodigy. I have to be honest with you, Jerry's Homs stuff all kind of blends together to me. I don't know the names of all his specific different knives. So there's a chance I just haven't flipped the carbon fiber. Of all the Jerry Homs that I've flipped, they've all been fairly handle biased. Prodigy's his trainer. Okay. That's probably the most neutral one that I have felt from him, if I'm remembering the trainer correctly. But take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. It has been 2 years since I've flipped a Hom knife because he wasn't at Blade Show this year. He hates anything that isn't handle biased because he's old school like that. Made the carbon fiber prodigy to make something outside of his comfort zone. That makes sense. That sounds familiar as well. I feel like I remember hearing that from one of you guys' videos, or from someone else, or from him at Blade Show. It was probably an interview that you guys did with him at Blade Show, so it's probably a combination of everything that I just said. G10 Prodigy, it's light compared to the OG Prodigy, so it carries momentum really well and is surprisingly neutral. Well, the carbon fiber would be even more neutral than that, so that, I mean, that'd probably be a good choice. Hello? Hello? Hello. Thank you. Thank you. What would be a good blade bias ballet to get compared to my current state? I mean, it depends how much you want to spend, but if you're looking at more neutral than what you have, I'm thinking like Machinewise Sasori if you can track one down, or like if you're truly looking for different from your current collection, you've got like the Machinewise Sasori, but that's not a great option since it's discontinued. Maybe something like a gosh, I don't know, like a Barracuda V2. Blade bias, the thing is, if you want something truly unique and blade bias, the Frank, the LDY Frank, not the Frank P, the actual aluminum Frank. But again, that's discontinued, so it's a bad recommendation. Blade bias isn't really done well at cheap price points like that. Like sub $200, you don't really get good blade bias. I mean, blade bias in general isn't really usually done very well. If you want something truly different from what you have, I don't know, like Barracuda, maybe Nabali's Wing, maybe the Thomas Refault. From what I'm hearing in chat, though, if you can find a carbon fiber Prodigy, that seems like a pretty good choice. What's up, Nex? How you doing? I have the carbon fiber one. My dad, who got me into flipping, has a non-carbon fiber one. Oh, okay. What about the LDY Orion, your favorite? I mean, it's not my favorite. I guess that would be fairly different from what you have. I just don't immediately think of it because it doesn't read as like, I guess it does read as neutral more now that I think about it a little more. It's tough to say it's like not handle bias because most of those Balisongs have some handle bias to them. But yeah, no, saying it out loud, the Orion would be a good choice. Again, if you're looking for something like truly different from what you have. You said what? Mako, Kraken, Vixen. Yeah, those are all like moderate to medium. Wow, those are like slight to medium handle bias. We're headed to bed. Good night, dude. Good night, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Good night, Adriana and Brandon. Sleep well. What is your favorite modern meme? Dude, can you even say what's your favorite modern meme? Memes don't even last 3 days at this point. Dude, I remember the fucking days where a cartoon character said, somebody touching my spaghetti, and that was the funniest thing for like 3 months straight. Or like D's Nuts was like on a generational run of a few years. Nowadays, you see something, it's funny for like 2 weeks, and then it disappears from the face of the internet. So I can't really say there's... I can tell you what I currently enjoy. There's a current trend going around on Instagram where the video starts out as like some sad boy quote, where it's like, I wish you would have loved me as much as I loved you, but now we're just strangers to each other. And in the background, it's like Minecraft Bed Wars content, and then the guy will do something cool, and it will completely switch, and then he'll start commentating his Bed Wars gameplay. I've been enjoying those, but again, this is like a week meme maximum, and then it's gonna be gone, and no one's ever gonna hear from it again. I also really enjoyed the dinosaur memes. I don't remember what the song was. It was like The Darkest Side of Me or something like that. And it would just interrupt with a dinosaur. Those are pretty good. Mako V5, Kraken V3, Carbon Fiber Prodigy, Vixen, Squiddy A, Flightanium, Xenaturna V2, and a Hom G10. Oh, so your Balisong collection is much more varied than I thought. I mean, I still feel like an Orion might fit in there, and it's cheap. Get an Orion S, it's actually amazing. I fucking love the Orion S. The Orion S is unironically probably one of my favorite Balisongs in my collection right now, period. But again, it doesn't exist anymore because they like discontinued it because they can't keep anything in production. We're already such a small community. We really need to keep things in production for a little bit longer. Orion S or 1.5? I prefer the S, but the 1.5 is still good. My only complaint is the finish is a little sharp. Well, then you would love the one that I got because mine's coated, so there's no sharpness on it whatsoever. All the corners are covered by whatever coating this is. They said it wasn't Cerakote, so I'm not sure exactly what it's coated in, but it does not feel sharp at all. I love this thing though. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up here soon. Is there anything else we want to get late, like last minute? I did just want this to be a short stream to kind of test the setup. It seems like the green screen is working. It even seems like no green screen isn't the worst angle in the world. There's obviously some weird shadows and like reflections going on, but I mean, we can work with it. Got a refault for my birthday. It could be another good option. Definitely, the refault's great. Apparently 1.5s have that problem too, but I got one with no colors and it was fine. The 1.5, I mean, it was maybe a little sharp, but I always just kind of owed that to it being a cheaper Balisong rather than it being like actually sharp. I was wanting something by Thomas Balisong, but I don't know how to get one. Amazon. It should be on Amazon. Wow, my Amazon recent history is literally just Transformers. That's fucking awesome. Thomas Balisong Refault. Should be on Amazon. It is on Amazon, yes. You can get a black Tonto G10. You can get a carbon fiber Bowie. You can get a carbon fiber Bowie in silver. I do enjoy how much different the Vulp looks in its actual product photos than it actually does in real life. They like seriously butchered the tip in these pictures because it is so round. And it just does not look like that in real life. At least it's still on Amazon. I can't complain. Yeah, Barracuda V2 is a good shout. Is there anything else we're super interested in discussing, chat? Because I need to be up in 7 hours, and I would really enjoy not lowering that much longer. Can I ask about the month of flipping vid? It's the same it's always been. I have all the footage. I still need to do the commentary. I have it scripted. I just need to stand in front of a camera and record the commentary and then actually edit it together. But the way that I have been lacking motivation to do main channel stuff lately, I can't say whether it's going to exist or not. My hope is that it is, but the reality is that it might not. It is a video concept that I believe in and that I'm very excited about, so my hope is to get it out eventually, but my days the next 2 weeks are incredibly rough. I wake up at 6 a.m. I get home at like 7 p.m. So I have like a few hours to myself. How's your progress in the Infinity Choker? I've been getting it a little bit more consistently, but it's not been an Infinity. It's been a double choker fan. Will you try the Cygnus AL? Already have. Tried it at Blade Show. Is pretty good. Almost bought one. Decided not to. So all that to say, I can't guarantee a ton of streams. Honestly, in the month of August, I might be fairly inactive on Blade Bias and on here. What about the Cygnus? Is it blade or handle? The titanium Cygnus is handle biased. What's up, Pyro? But yeah, the month of August in general is going to be kind of rough for me. Like I said, I have incredibly long days. So I get home and I'm not super interested in getting on and like doing YouTube stuff. I'll do my best to keep Blade Bias going, but the streams might be sparse. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then after August, I do have some fun plans for the rest of the year that I really do hope materialize and that you guys will see if they do. But the rest of the year is a very big question mark for me after August. I could have a ton of time to work on videos. I could have very little. I don't really know. I'm going to try my best. So we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Thank you all for watching. I unfortunately do have to go because I need to get sleep. So thanks for helping the tests. Give me feedback, I guess, on the background. I mean, it's the same background we've been using for the past few months. So, all right. Bye-bye. Have a good night. See you later.